The Eastern Conference Finals are no longer just another playoff series. This is war for legacy, pressure, redemption, and immortality. One side carries the hunger of a starving basketball city desperate to see the bright lights of the NBA Finals again after nearly 3 decades of heartbreak. The other side walks into the fire carrying the weight of unanswered questions, playoff scars, and stars who have spent years hearing that they can't finish the job when it matters most. Every possession in this matchup is going to feel like a collision between two heavyweight offenses built to destroy defenses in completely different ways. The intensity will be suffocating, the atmosphere nuclear, and the margin for error microscopic. This isn't just about talent anymore. It's about which team can survive 4 rounds of mental warfare without breaking. The New York Knicks enter this series looking like a fully evolved monster. They are no longer just a gritty defensive team carried by one superstar guard playing hero ball every night. This offense has transformed into something terrifyingly complete, layered, and almost impossible to predict. Through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs they've looked unstoppable, tearing through elite defenses with relentless pace, brutal physicality, elite spacing, and constant pressure on every inch of the floor. What makes them so dangerous is not simply the shot making, though they've caught fire repeatedly like a team possessed. It's the fact that they create easy offense at a level most teams can only dream about. They aren't surviving on contested miracles. They are manufacturing panic inside opposing defenses possession after possession until cracks begin to form and entire systems collapse. The centerpiece of this transformation has been Karl-Anthony Towns becoming the offensive hub of the entire operation. Defending him is a nightmare that borders on impossible because there is no correct answer. Leave him space and he becomes the greatest shooting big man basketball has ever seen, stretching the floor so far that traditional rim protection becomes meaningless. Crowd him too aggressively and he attacks downhill with shocking agility for a player his size, bulldozing smaller defenders while blowing by slower ones. The pressure he applies from the top of the floor changes the geometry of the entire game. Once Towns catches the ball, every defender on the floor begins second-guessing themselves because one wrong rotation instantly becomes a dunk, a corner 3, or a defensive breakdown leading to another chain reaction of chaos. Cleveland will try throwing both Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen at him because those are 2 of the only big men in basketball physically gifted enough to even survive the matchup. Mobley brings the foot speed and versatility needed to contain drives while Allen offers the strength and size to battle Towns in physical situations. But the real issue isn't whether either one can defend Towns individually. The real nightmare begins behind the play. Once Towns drags a rim protector away from the basket, the Knicks attack the open paint like sharks smelling blood in the water. Suddenly cutters are flying through the lane, wings are slipping screens, shooters are relocating to the corners, and the defense is being forced to make impossible split-second decisions. That's where the Knicks become devastating. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges are perfect weapons for this style because they can do everything. They can slash to the rim, hit open threes, attack closeouts, run off screens, or make smart reads as secondary creators. Jalen Brunson constantly inserts himself into these actions too, either as a screener, cutter, spacer, or creator, ensuring defenses never get comfortable for even a second. That's what separates this Knicks offense from the versions people saw in previous seasons. Back then everything depended on Brunson creating magic in isolation. Now New York has an offensive ecosystem where every player threatens the defense in multiple ways simultaneously. And when the system stalls, they still have Brunson waiting like the ultimate emergency weapon ready to take over the game on command. That's what makes them terrifying. Most teams only have one answer. The Knicks have 10 different ones. Cleveland's biggest defensive challenge will revolve around how to contain Brunson without destroying the rest of their defensive structure. Dean Wade is probably their best hope because he has the size, agility, and discipline necessary to bother Brunson without instantly getting overpowered. But even that solution comes with major problems. The Knicks are experts at forcing switches through off-ball movement and screening actions. Eventually Brunson is going to drag Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, or another weaker defender into the action, and once that happens the entire possession tilts heavily in New York's favor. Brunson might genuinely be the most difficult.